Oh boy. Hey, when I do that, I straight be in the middle of doing something, straight forget what I was about to do. Okay, I remember now. I think I remember. Yeah. Okay. All right, let me see. Get to this chat real quick. All right, chat is up. Yes, sirree. Buddha, the first one in the building. The last shall be first. Buddha, you gotta let me know when you hit. Gotta let me know when you hit. All right, let me get this thing out here. Oh, my internet is nice. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Who gets excited off of Wi-Fi? What kind of shit is that? Me, man. All right, and all right, cool. Boom. Now I need to take it to the house. Take it to the house. All right, let me see. J. Carly, what up? In the building. Hassan was good. Wait, how you go from that to Sean Paul though? How you go from that to Sean Paul? Adele, what's happening? What's up, Don? I thought Take It to the House was Trick Daddy. That wasn't that Trick Daddy? Ryan, what's up, man? Yeah, she took it from Trick Daddy to Sean Paul. Yeah, I know it had to be something. It was something in the memory bank. Yep. That's it. No, it's the life of a trader. Yes, sir. Man, I found these shades. I was so happy. Well, actually, no, I can't front. My wife found these shades. I was looking for these shades for like 6-7 months. I couldn't find them. She found them joints, man. One of my favorite pairs. Yeah, that's what it is. We share all the inside songs of music and jokes. Exactly. Oh, that's crazy. Hassan, He said he parks close to somebody in Walmart just to piss him off. In my honor, huh? Oh man, in my honor. I know that. Don said, life of a trader. He said, I don't think I have the handwriting to fill out a job app. Come on now, preach. Preach. Oh, Dale, you like that, huh? Yeah. My shade game is all right. My shade game is all right. Yeah, you right about that. Retard driving. And that's every day. Shit. Holly said, listen to last night's training again. It was great. Oh, you had wrote something else? What else you wrote? I don't see nothing else. You said you did a typo. Oh, Wilson. Oh, got you. Yeah, what's Wilson? What the heck is that? But now I understand. She said typo in the previous entry. Because I just ignored that. I was like, I don't know what Wilson is, so I ain't going to read that. Adele said, let me tell you, if you parking next to me, you get my door. Yeah, Jermaine. Yeah. Last night training was fire. Yes, it was. I mean, they all be like that, but you know, some of them just stick out to you personally. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, man. Yep. TA out here making these hard body moves. Tell you, man. Watch, people going to actually be listening and doing like they're supposed to do and just be winning. Yep. Do what you're supposed to do and just win. I don't know why that song just came in my head. Oh man. No. He said, look like I'm in a back alley. Nah. No, I'm in the parking lot, but I parked purposely with the wall behind me so nobody would be behind me. And I'm to the furthest space over here. So like nobody can park here and nobody can come behind me and park. And everybody that's over here, it's about 5 spaces over here, not next to mine, that people can park in. So they leave me the hell alone. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Yeah, like where I'm positioned, I can see everything. And at the same time, I don't need to see nothing behind me because there's nothing back there. I see all of this shit though. All of this. I got the panoramic. Yes. He said she said he backed it like a cop. Facts. Adele said, oh man, this Billy was crazy. We watched it, was like, where was I during this training? Sabis. Matthew, winning trades is like taking it to the house. Yes, Matthew, talk your shit, man. Talk your shit. I remember when he first caught me off guard. Damn, I'm trying to remember what month it was. This had to be, well, August made a year. So this was when he was 4 months with no losses. I was in Starbucks and it was wintertime. And I had on a purple Scully. And he had, that was the first time he talked about it. He said, yeah, I'm going on 4 months now with no losses. And I was like, what? I was like, no, you're not. And yes, he was. And I think at that time, I think Benito at the time was like 2 or 3 months in with no losses or something like that. But it was early. And I was like, damn. It's like, we about to go in. About to go in. Hassan said, Mark is a petty Parker. Yes, I am. I'm mad petty. But you know what? I'm petty but logical though. Like, I don't understand the purpose of you parking directly next to somebody. For what? You understand? I do not get it. What's happening, Robert? Robert is asking, is the pound more volatile at a time of day? No. Nope. The pound is more volatile when it chooses to be more volatile. And that could be at any time of day. So no, there is no time of day where it's more or less volatile. It literally will do whatever it wants to do at the time, just like any other market. Jerome, what's happening? Said Jerome in the house. Jerome in the house, now watch your mouth. Yes, sir. Robert, what up, man? Don said, best trades are boring if you're doing backflips for when you are heading for disappointment. Facts. Facts. I need to set this timer. I thought I did already, but nope, I didn't. What else is happening? I know, right? Adele said, let's not bring out the rant man today. Let his shades of wisdom shine through. Uh-huh. I try. He chilling right now. But you know how he gets. Somebody come in here, say something crazy, he going off. Rob said, those nuggets of motivation. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, Martin Living Single, definitely solid. I used to love Living Single too. I used to enjoy that show. Yep. We are living single. Ooh, in the 90s kind of world. Right? You know how you know all the jingles of shows that you watch? But when I was little, actually, I used to know jingles and didn't watch the show. Like when Rockford Files used to come on, we knew the song, but we ain't watch it. We would turn. And Ryan said, mad old. Yes, we are officially old heads, Ryan. Yes, yes, sir. Yep. Don said Living Color was good, no doubt. Damn, I keep missing this timer. Shit. I gotta catch the next one. What? Yo, he's mad cool, right, Adele? She said that she met a Cole. His what's his name in real life? Damn. I forgot his name in real life. Damn. It's right at the tip of my tongue. But he is mad. First of all, he's mad funny. Payne. His name is something Payne. I forgot his first name. It'll come back to me. Yeah, but first of all, thank you, Carl Payne. Jeez. So he's a comedian. Like he used to do stand-up and all of that. He was funny. And I believe that he actually wrote a lot of the shows for the Martin show, Like he was behind the scenes too. But he was mad funny to me. He just was stupid. Matter of fact, he used to play, remember, I think he was Cockroach on the Cosby Show, right? Back in the day. He used to play Cockroach. And this time I have got to say, come on, man. Yeah, look, Jelani remember his real name on the show. Walter. Yep. That's right. Yes, indeed. That is funny. Yep. Who was the other dude that Rudy used to? Yeah, that was Rudy, right? She used to call him Bud. The dude that played Bud. I remember him. Another one of my favorite shows used to be Different Strokes. Definitely the theme song from that too. I used to always want to catch the jingle of the show before the show came on. Like I wouldn't feel complete if I didn't hear it. Yep. Let me see. Robert Matthew, I'm a long guy on NADEX, no loss now for 2 years. What? Robert Matthew, where you been, man? He said he ain't losing 2 years. Let's go. What are you trading? You said that you were a long guy. Yo, what kind of bug is this? What the hell is that? And I don't know what it is. Like, as of late, mad bugs have been flying on my windshield. Yesterday, some kind of grasshopper looking cricket thing flew on the windshield while I'm driving on the highway. It like just landed right here in front of me, directly in front of me, like looking at me. Like, what's up? I'm like, what is it with these bugs, yo? Oh, timer. Hold on. There we go, finally. Jeez. That took mad long for me to set that timer. Damn. All right, let me mute this too so I can get this back up. All right, we good with that now. Osman, what's happening? He said, thank you. This is new to me. Every time I try 5 minutes, I lose. So I have lots of respect for you guys. Definitely. He says I use MA7, MA50, and a 200. Okay, you're moving averages. Look at yo, Don is ill. He said my indicator I use is profits. All right. So Robert Matthew, you trade Forex? Is that what you trade? Cause that's very solid to be able to be consistent for 2 years. That's good, man. That's some good stuff. Cause it means that you already have an existing level of discipline in order to do that. You know what I mean? Like for real though. That's not easy to accomplish, especially as a retail trader. Cause the odds are kind of stacked against you just off the cuff anyway, off the rip. Yep, Bad Boys 3 definitely coming. I saw the trailer for that. It looks excellent. It looks excellent. I can't wait to see that. I think the Joker's coming too. I don't really want to see that though. Like I never been a fan of the Joker. Like I'm not even really a fan of Batman like that. Like I'd rather see the Avengers than to see Batman like that. It's like it's too many Batmans or something. They always keep changing them. Holly said, "What did Tommy do for a living?" I never found out. You know what? There was an episode where they went to his job, but you couldn't see what it was. Like you still couldn't see what the place was where he worked at. But that was funny though. That was good material written into that show. How he used to always talk about, "Oh, all right, y'all, I got to go to work," and nobody ever knew where he worked at. I think he passed away this year too. I think it was this year. The actor that played Tommy. And matter of fact, his name was Tommy in real life. Yeah, he passed away this year, man. I was very disappointed to hear that. She said he had many side hustles. Yeah, right, Osmond. Yep, exactly. He passed away, I think, this year. Yep. Yo, Stacy, that's ill. Ain't that ill? About the cast of Different Strokes. What's bugged out about that is Ty Bridges had a very hard, hectic experience with drugs. But so did Kimberly, the girl that played the sister. I think that she also had like drug issues in real life. And Gary Coleman just had I don't think he had issues with drugs. No, let me not say that. He might have, but like he had issues with his health. Like because of whatever made him short like that was a condition. It was some type of disorder. And that ended up contributing to him passing away. But he actually lived for a while too. Like he lived longer than they said he was going to live. Put it like that. Walker, what up? Yeah, them bugs be bugging. Oh, snap. Benito, what's happening? Ooh, Adele. 1-0 already. Let's go. Oh, let's go. I'm glancing at the charts and all that. I'm not really stressing it though. I did my 1-0 yesterday. As soon as I got on the chart. Done. That's why I came late, because I was asleep. Like I got extra sleep. So like for the rest of the week, I just do regular trading in my regular account. But for Project 21, it's over with. Slow it down. Slow it down. $7 years on the pound, he said. 7 years in all. Profitable for the last 2 years. That's huge, man. That's nice. Ernest was good. Nah, you didn't miss a rant yet. Not yet. Yeah, NADEX is awesome, man. Because NADEX is different than regular Forex because it's an exchange. So the fact that if you know what you're doing in the market, you can really capitalize and really make a lot of money on the platform. Not doing nearly as much as you would have to do in the Forex market. You know, if just to be able to compare it to something. And yeah, they are overseas in certain countries, correct. Ernest said Tommy was a NADEX trader. Oh snap, that's funny. Winston say he said I'm back. What I missed is Matthew up to 250 contracts today. Yeah, y'all are stupid. Adele 6-0. Whoa. Adele, you've done that over how much time? And well, first of all, are you doing Project 21? And secondly, how much time has that been over the span of? Stacy said no, it was years ago. What was years ago? You talking about Tommy? I thought Tommy was this year. Damn, that was 2016? What year is this? This is 2019, right? Yo, I I'm totally off time. Like I kid you not, I remember clearly when when he died. But it don't seem like 3 years ago. You telling me 3 years just flew by like that? Damn. What the hell, man? I know what else that bugged me out. I think Michael Jackson been dead like 10 years. Something retarded. I'm like, what happened to the time? Like for real. That's crazy. Robert said, I would like to master the system. Incredible. Well, everybody got an answer for that. it's gonna be hashtag join training. But no, in all seriousness, it sounds like you have a solid foundation because you have to already have discipline in order to be that consistent in Forex, to just win consistently like that. So discipline and patience, those are the primary two things that you're gonna need trading on NADEX. That's really the system. Because the framework for what we do in the market and how we look at the market is simple. Patrick, what's up? What up, Patrick? 1-0. Nice. 3-0 in total. Very good. Very good. Walker got 21 studies to go. Yo, that archive is going to be crazy. That's a lot of training right there. That's powerful. If y'all know what he's doing, he's putting together actual studies. And he got them recorded. And he up to what, 79 now, right? 21 left? Yeah, so he got 79 altogether already. Uh Tyler said, I'm here, you can rant now. Word. Matthew said, you're coming out shooting this week. For real. Yeah, if y'all was on the charts yesterday, I see what y'all was shooting at. So I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you. Matthew said, once I hit 100, that's it. I'll be on cruise control. Adele, I'm doing Project 21, and it has been over 3 weeks span. Okay, very good. So that's like an average of 2 a week, and it don't seem like you're doing that much, does it? Amazing. Riley, no trades today. Oh well, don't worry about it, my man. Started overtired today. Tried to trade but couldn't focus, so no trades. That's hard. That's hard, Riley. That's how you should do it. Ain't no, there's no need to force anything at all. Robert Matthews said he lost over 68,000. Only trade 8 times a month now. Okay, so in other words, you lost that much over the course of your career, over the 7 years. Down. Once I understood the market always did what I wanted it to do. Ooh. Whoa, that's hard. That's hard. Damn. You better don't start with the mic drop. We was chilling. Don't come in here with that, man. Damn. Shit. Like you don't understand that off the surface. You gotta really understand what he's saying to understand that statement. That's crazy what he just said. Shit. Peleus was good. What do you say to the people that say this skill is easy? And what I say? I don't say shit. I just laugh if they say that. That's like saying life is easy. It's the equivalent. And so all right. If you actually put it in perspective, it can be easy for you if you just do what you need to do to get the skill. If you do what you're supposed to do to get the skill, it's easy. But let's be real. Are you going to do what you're supposed to do to get the skill? Nope. You're not going to do what you're supposed to do. That's the whole point. That's why it's not easy. It's not easy because it's not easy to acquire and to obtain and develop. It's easy because you're going to fuck it up. You're going to do a bunch of shit in the middle, in between, along the journey, during the process to mess things up, which makes it more difficult and complicated. So because of that, and that's a part of what we do as human beings, almost by default, like you almost got to be abnormal to not do that. To not mess it up is like you got to be an alien or some shit. If you're regular, if you're just a regular person, I don't care how focused you are and disciplined, you're going to do something to mess shit up at some point. So the way to prevent that is to work harder at not being yourself that you normally used to being. Like, in other words, try to not be your natural self and force yourself not to do anything other than to train until you overcome the urge to want to be your natural self. So it's like forcing yourself to not be yourself so that you can become who you are going to be. If you're willing to do that, now it's easy. Are you willing to do that? Is the average person going to do that? Hell no. Nope. No, you're not. And that's now. Like that's now with the training, the way we have it now. Like, so if you want to compare how training used to be to how it is now, now it's easy as hell compared to how it was. You know what I'm saying? So because the process of training is much easier now, you immediately get pushed into having to deal with yourself. See, what used to happen was you were dealing with navigating your way through training, and eventually you would deal with yourself. You didn't have to deal with yourself right away because you trying to figure out the training mechanism in order to learn the framework. You don't have to do that now. It ain't nothing to figure out. You just put on the training videos and listen to shit on repeat until you get it. You don't got to figure nothing out. You see what I'm saying? But what that does is it forces you now to have to deal with yourself now. So you don't start dealing with yourself at a later time. You begin to have to deal with your shit now. And that's the problem. Because it's like you don't know how to deal with yourself yet because you didn't know all of the shit was in you yet. So now that all of your shit is coming out and you forced to deal with it, now it's like, oh, damn. You know, and then you'll be like, juice, you know, damn, the juice man got me. The juice man ain't get you. We told you about the juice man. You chose to be the juice man. Why? So the question is, well, why did you choose to be the juice man? And we told you about him. It'd be different if you didn't know about the juice man and now you doing juice man shit. You know about the juice man and then you still did it. Why? See, because you forced to deal with yourself. That's just your natural shit coming out. Your natural thirst is going to come out unless you go about it the route that I said earlier, where you actually don't do anything. Like you make an actual intentional effort not to do anything, just so that none of the juice man shit comes out. So it's like you have to suffocate the juice man in you. And if you do that, now you can train and now you can elevate without fucking up money and doing stupid shit in the market. That's how you got to go about doing it. Right, yeah, the red man just came out of nowhere, right? He's like, dun, dun, dun. I was chilling, not doing shit, and then somebody asked something. Next thing you know, he's here. He popped up. Oh, snap. But yeah, that's true, Peleus. He said, I tell him that it's harder than you think. It is. Like, people always think that something is easy because they look at the result of it being executed by someone. So it's kind of how you'll look at somebody that does something and you're like, that shit is easy because look at what he did. It's easy. It's easy because look at what he's doing. It's really not. Is that whoever that is making it look easy to you. But you don't know what you're going to have to do to get to the position that person is in. How are you going to elevate yourself to be in a position where they are? That's the question. So because you don't know anything about that, you just dismiss it as, oh, it's easy. But then when you actually go for it yourself, you're like, whoa, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do this. Oh, now you don't know if you could do it. Now it's a scam, right? Oh, nah, that market shit, you know, man, all that is a scam. Forex, all of that's a scam. It's all a scam. Now you want to scream scam because you don't know how to control yourself in the market. Because you thirsty. You don't know how to control yourself. You don't want to deal with yourself. You just want to be who you are. You want to live your best fucked up life. And you'll continue to do that until you stop. And this is what people be doing too. Like, they will literally do that shit and persist at doing it. Persist. They might hear a rant or they'll hear a training telling them everything about shit. Before we even get into talking about the market, on a bunch of training videos. At the beginning, Rent Man comes up. He just comes out of nowhere. We ain't even start the training yet. And Rent Man is telling you, yo, listen, you're thirsty and you don't have no patience and you in denial about it. And you listening like, wait, is he talking to me? You keep listening and Rant Man still going at you. Yeah, this is the type of shit that you be doing right here. You do this and you'll jump into a trade and then you'll win the trade and then you'll do it again. And you win another trade. Now you're 2-0. Now can't nobody tell you nothing. And you're listening, you're like, wait, that kind of sound like how I be doing shit. You keep listening to Rant Man still going. He's like, yeah, now you 2-0. Take another trade. Oh, this is easy. I know. Oh, I'm good. I'm about to be 5-0 today. This is Rant Man talking on the training. You listening and you're like, yeah, 5-0. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. So what's the problem? Then Rant Man's like, oh yeah, but then you go for number 6 and you lose. And now you want sympathy and now nothing works. Right? And you're like, whoa. See, that's why at the beginning of training, when Rant Man goes off like that, that's good. Because Rant Man is going to alert the person to their bullshit before they start to execute the bullshit as a habit. It's like if nobody tells you about yourself first, you will do your bullshit first. Right? You do your bullshit by default first. You don't do the right stuff first. You don't do the good habits first. Because a good habit is waiting. You ain't trying to wait. You're not trying to wait for nothing. Yo, all I gotta do is this. Oh, yeah, the market. Oh, I got it. The parameters were there. I'm taking that. Boom. Then you get slapped. You're like, whoa, what happened? I think I gotta call NADEX, man. I gotta call NADEX. What was that? The last 3 seconds. And when everybody else is sitting there like this. That's what I want newer people to go through. Because if that catches you, it'll save you from yourself. You need to be saved from yourself. There's no third party. It's nobody outside of you making you do stuff. You're not a puppet. Nobody's pulling your strings. It's you doing bullshit. That's what it is. You don't have no patience. You don't have no discipline. You don't want to wait. You want to be the thirst bucket and you want to take the trades. Well, Mark, I can't. I'm only trading one contract. I can't live off of just one trade a week. You won't be listening to nothing I say, huh? You ain't listening at all. Ain't listening at all. Let me come back in the comments. Adele said, not scared or pressured. Can't wait to start scaling up. The scale up is nothing. Scale up is business as usual. That's all it is. Riley, it's not just about the right trades, but the right mindset. Oh, here we go. If either is off, there's no reason to be in a trade. Oh, damn. Look at Stacy. The skill is patience and discipline. Woo! Ernest, trading is simple, but not easy at all for the reasons that we just went through. Don said the skill becomes easy based on your understanding of yourself and your imperfections. Oh, shit. Damn. Tyler, did you teach Forex before NADEX or started teaching when you got to NADEX? I started teaching after I was already on NADEX myself. And I realized that there was a lot of people losing on NADEX. So I was like, well, I found a way to win. And I realized that the way to win is not by trading these binaries. The way to win is by understanding the market and then using the right binaries to capitalize on the market, or I should say on your understanding of the market. So it started from that, and then it grew into what it is now. But when I was in Forex, and I talk about this all the time, there was like a period of time where I was like looking for a good US broker and all of that type of stuff, because I had some really terrible experiences with brokers that were based in the US that were not doing business as they should. You know, when you winning and you're not getting paid, that's a problem. You winning the trade and not getting your money, that's a problem. So I dealt with a lot of that. Don says someone who masters an art form looks cool to the masses, but it's the day-to-day work that the masses aren't cool with. Come on, let's talk about it, man. That's what I'm saying. Like the grind, like when you train, you grinding. You think grinding is taking trades. You already messed up. You need to grind and train and learn how to control you. That's what the purpose of the training is. The framework that you use with whatever you're trading is one thing. That's one thing independent of what you got to deal with when it comes to yourself. You dealing with yourself is the real challenge. That's the real shit you overcoming. You're not figuring out how to beat the market. That's impossible. We're not here to beat the market. We here to join in with the market. That means being on the same page with the market through interpretation of what it is doing at the time. If you're not doing that, what are you doing? You're losing. You ain't doing that, you're losing, for real. Jerome said trading is easy, but being consistent is not easy. Look, we on the same vibration. Listen, let me finish reading what he said. He said that requires work and facing up to your habits. What is it? Listen to what Jerome just said. He said requires work and facing up to whose habits? Your habits. You. So the problem is not the market. What's the problem? I want you. Remember Apollo and Rocky? He was like, you. You should clip that from Rocky and just play that every day to remind yourself that it's you. Matthew said, even if you have someone sitting next to you while you're trading, they are missing all the information being digested within seconds to get the results. Jay Carly working on a new document for all the nuggets. Osman, Mark, what have you learned about trading as a NADEX trader that you didn't know in your Forex stock trading days? Well, as far as the specific instrument that you trade, there is always a connection between the instrument that you're trading and the market that you're trading in. And you have to figure out what the connection is. And once you determine what the connection is, you need to figure out how not to lose. That's what I learned faster on NADEX than I learned previously, in any other instrument, including Forex. Like Forex is so big and there's so many ways to trade, even though it's one instrument, like it's one type of vehicle. The Forex market is a vehicle. Like when you trade contracts in whatever market that you're in, that's the vehicle that you're using. So the underlying market that you're trading, that's where movement, direction, behavior, all of that plays a role. Um, when you look at charts, the chart is breaking down the essence of the market's movement within time frames. That's why you got time frames on the chart. 1 minute, you got the tick chart, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, the 240, which is the 4 hour, then you got the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. So the time frames expand through moments in time all the way up to days and weeks at a time. So you can go about trading so many different ways. You understand? Depending on the way that you have your money management set up, the length of time that you comfortable being in trades, you might want to be a swing trader, or you might want to scalp, like trade intraday. You need to know the approach that you're using. Kind of similar to how on NADEX, you need to know, are you trading in the money, out the money, or at the money? Like, what's your approach? How are you going about dealing with the market? All of these things have to be determined. But I knew all of that already. So I would say that for me, what I learned when I came to NADEX that I didn't know when I was on Forex is that you have to make that connection between the vehicle that you're trading and the underlying market that you're in. And you need to do that immediately, like ASAP. You shouldn't even be trading until you know what that is. And then you work on figuring out how not to lose within that connection. And once you do that, then you good. Because now what looks crazy to everybody else, to you makes perfect sense because you understand the market for the instrument that you're trading. It's just like if you want to trade during volatility. Volatility is not a bad thing because volatility creates swings. And you can profit in the swing if your timing is right, right? Some people will wait for the market to go to certain levels, and when the market hits certain levels, they'll get into the market for the market to move in the opposite direction of where it came from. That's an approach, and that's understanding behavior in the market. That don't really have nothing to do with direction. It comes down to your timing. If you know that when you're going to enter the market is based on a certain price level being achieved, once it gets there, look at all the things that you can factor in. Well, how did it get there? What caused it to move there? Was this news related? Like, did news move this there that fast? Or did it take place over 2 or 3 days? Like, there's a lot of things to consider, and you got to be able to navigate all of that to make sense out of everything. Because if you don't do that, then you're really just trading blindly, and you don't know what you're doing. So you got to narrow all of that shit down, and that's why Forex is so much bigger than NADEX. NADEX took it and just made that shit simple. It's like, listen, here's the line. You bought, and it's over here, winner. You sold, it's down here, winner. You bought, and it's down here, you lost. You sold, and it ends up here, you lost. It don't get more simple than that. That's like the instrument is simple. It's binary. So now all you got to do is be right about how the market actually moves, so that you can be precise with your timing, knowing, well, is the market going to remain where it is, or is it going to move? And if it does move, when is it going to move? Oh, that shit is moving at the end. Oh man, wait. I don't know if I like that. You see, you can make more sense out of it very quickly. So for me on NADEX, that's what it became. I made sense out of it very quickly. Yep. Ernest said, Rant Man is legendary. Ryan said, nobody wants to be a sniper. Those who learn will understand, and that account will price it. Adele said, yo, do we need conversations with Rantman compilation is for traders who are feeling themselves. No doubt. Jerome said, if you let the juice man wear the pants in your house, then you are doomed. That is a fact. Riley said, one contract grows to 2, that grows to 3, then to 4, 5, 6, and more. Scaling up is simple, man. Like again, everything that you think is the problem is not the problem. There's only one problem, it's you. Your level of impatience is the problem. Your level, your lack of discipline, or for some people, absence. You ain't got no discipline. You all over the place. You chasing shiny balls everywhere. You looking at, oh, the market didn't give me a trade today. I ain't get a trade today. Let me look at 3 markets. Let me look at 4 pairs. What are you doing? Now you jumping back and forth between 4 pairs trying to get into a trade. And it's like, well, what are you even using to get into the trade? What are you looking at? Like, what are you doing? Oh, well, I'm using your system, Mark. You ain't using my system. My system is one market. My system is waiting for the market. What are you doing? This is what I'm saying. Like, you're your own worst enemy. You're the problem. It ain't me. It ain't the market. It ain't TA. It ain't NADEX. It's you. Adele said, Rantman is like the sibling that messed up and you sit back and you're like, I'm not going to do the things they did. You don't want to get in trouble. Oh, snap. Jerome said, one thing, Mark, it's nice to see you also have issues with control. Example, the 1 trade a week challenge. It happens to all of us. See, and what's funny about that is I'm calling that an issue for me. But in actuality, just think about it. Like, is that really an issue? I'm telling you, I'm having a problem with not winning as much as I normally do. Like, that's a good problem to have, huh? So it's really not a problem, but I'm just saying that it's just something that I don't do organically. So for that reason, it's a challenge to me that I know is a challenge. Anything you don't do naturally is a challenge, right? Whatever it is. If you don't do it automatically, that's a challenge. So that's what I mean more so. $22.99. That ain't doing nothing yet. Do want to see how this ends. Up there. All right. See, you can see the timing is still off a little bit. Riley, people say I can't make an income with one contract. If you can't grow one contract account up to an income level, you'll never make an income on NADEX. That's a fact. See, the what's funny about that is this is how people are so limited in their thinking that they don't even understand basic numbers. Who said that you can make an income off of one contract? Whoever said that? We ain't never say that. I never said that. I never said, yeah, you can make an income off of one contract. That's you. That's your own crocodile brain thinking that. Oh, well, if I'm only at one contract, I got to trade at least 5 times a day. You sound stupid right now, because why, if what you do is working, would you stay at one contract? Why would you do that? Why would you stay limited to one contract? Why would you not want to scale up to a larger contract size that makes sense for the income level that you're seeking? Like, I don't get it. And the reason is because clearly there's a disconnect between your brain and the idea of taking one to 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 100 contracts. Your brain don't make the connection between that at all. You don't believe that that can be done when that is the simplest thing that you could do. That's the simplest thing that you can do. You learn how to control yourself, you won't take stupid ass trades. Period. Oh, I took a loss because, man, I was impatient. I know you was impatient. That's not the question. Why was you impatient? And not, matter of fact, no. Not even why was you impatient. I already know why you was impatient. Because you impatient. Why would you take a trade knowing that you're impatient? That's the question. So you want to trade before you learn how to become patient. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? No. But that's what you want to do, though. Like, you want to do that shit. You understand? You rather do that and then complain about when you lose. Oh, well, I was doing so good and then I lost. Why'd you lose? Well, because I got impatient. All right, so then you understand what you did wrong, right? What you did wrong is exactly what we're training not to do. The whole TA training is based on you developing patience and discipline. Oh, well, Mark, I want to learn your strategy. There ain't no fucking strategy. That's your problem. You want a strategy instead of wanting to learn how to win. How do we win? Because we patient as fuck. That's why we win. The market gonna give you money. Are you kidding? The market gives money. Your problem is you don't have the patience to wait for the money to come. You want to try to take it. Listen, do you take the bully's lunch money? Or does the bully take your lunch money? You see? You trying to take the bully's lunch money, then you get your head popped off. You don't take from the market. Like, it's just silly. Like, that's silly to me. And it's silly to me because people still do this. You still talking like this. I know that for a fact because you messaging me, telling me, asking me like just silly ass questions like that. Omar, do you think I'd be able to trade 4 times a day? No. You can't win a trade every week for 6 months. How you gonna trade 5 times a day and win every day? Come on, man. I'd rather you not know nothing about nothing at all and trade with the aim of only getting 1 trade for the whole week. I'd rather you do that than do anything else. Because what will happen is if you accidentally end up winning trades. Just the fact that you traded less, you have more of a chance to be consistent than not. Just the fact that you only took 1 trade for the whole week and stopped and don't do shit until the next week, you already increased your chances of winning. And guess what else is happening? Your thirst bucket shit is coming down. All your thirsty shit is coming down at the same time. Forcing yourself not to do nothing else for the rest of the week. What you think will happen? Come on, man. This is what I'm saying. Yep. So anyway, you kept talking about Rant Man. Y'all done talked him up. Yeah, done spoke him up. Kyle, what's good, man? Sheena, what's up? Mr. Gorilla, what's up? Can I take one contract? Can I trade one contract and floors by the Lamborghini? Oh, snap. Oh, my goodness. Osmond said, Mark, no mercy Fuller. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, y'all are hilarious. Yeah. That was pretty hard. That was pretty hard. Yeah, this is all Tyler for. He said he's here so Rant Man could come out now. And that's exactly what happened. Ernest said, Ashley, I want to be a sniper. That's how I trade. Patiently wait for the target to show. Wind speed is good. Distance is good. One and done. He talking sniper talk for real. Matthew said, that's like telling someone to to breathe through a straw after they know what it's like to breathe normally. Indeed. It's like changing up your whole regimen. Changing it all up. What I'm going to be appreciative of, though, is all of the value at the end of it. There's a lot of value coming. And folks are going to be able to see it. Is, like stuff that has been done already is undeniable. But to be able to do the very thing, and you saw it, the very thing that I'm telling you, if you don't even know what you're doing, but just the fact that you slow down and give yourself time, this is what you're more likely to look like. I'm telling you, there's a lot of value in that right there. And I think that it's a different approach really to accomplishing the same thing. And it's going to hit, I think, more people in a different way that they have not seen yet. Because one of the things, too, that I have thought about is the fact that, just like I was saying last week, people chasing all or none Mark. They chasing that dude. You don't want no parts of him. You really don't. You don't want to chase him. You can't catch him. But Project 21 Mark is like your man's in them. He's you. He's you for real. He's what it looks like when you just chill, relax, and stop trying to be all or none more. That's hard. Robert Matthews said, these traders are so lucky to have you, Mark. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. That's why I continue to get better, and we collectively continue to get better. Like, I look at me and Team Alliance as the same entity, like as an organism. I don't separate myself from it. So anytime I talk about myself, I speak. You'll notice I say we, and that's because it's an all-inclusive thing to me. I don't look at myself as separate from it. So when I see the success that someone has that's a part of TA, that's me. Like, I can take credit for that because it's collective. It's not just me, Mark. You see what I'm saying? So that's why being able to do so many different variations of the same thing, I know that that's valuable. Because it don't matter where you are, when you see what has actually been accomplished, now you can put yourself more so in a position to relate to something that you see because you've seen so much. You see what I'm saying? Like, just to put it in perspective, just to give you an example of what I mean. When I did the 1-a-day challenge, that was 1 a day, right? It was a different type of money management. That spreadsheet was spread out over more time. As time progressed and more elevation took place, it's like, well, why are we even really spending that much time doing that? Kind of slow. Like, that's slow, but at the same time, it's fast. So as future challenges came, the way that I sped it up was by being more in tune with the money management aspect of it and not limiting the money management part. So it's like, well, we starting with $100 all the time. So why not just like accelerate the scaling up process instead of trying to take more trades? You see what I'm saying? Like, why put yourself under pressure to have to take more? And I'm not talking about me. I'm able to do it. I can do 1 a day. You understand what I'm saying? But for me to communicate effectively to someone on the outside, and I'm telling you, listen, don't even worry about trading yet. Train first. Train. Develop your patience, your mindset, blah, 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 blah. Now you giving yourself more time, even if you do be hard-headed and start trading, which some people I know are going to do. So now what happens is, if you're going to be hard-headed, all right, cool. But now you're going to be hard-headed, but you're not going to be chasing all or none mark. You got a different mark to chase. You see what I'm saying? And not even chase, because you're not really chasing him. He's slow as hell. He walking. He's the turtle. Now when you see the turtle, you like, you know what? I'm more like the turtle. I'm not like all or none mark. I'm not like that. This is your self-awareness moment. See, like, it's crazy how my mind goes into the future to see what people will do. I already know what people are going to do. They'll do it. Exactly what I'm explaining now, this is what people will start doing, because you ain't going to have no other choice now. You see what I'm saying? The fact that I haven't done that yet, you don't have that yet to see. So now when I do it, it's like, well, damn, Mark slowed it down. You see what I'm saying? Like, Mark slowed it down. Damn, I wonder what he had to do that. Let me just stick to that. Now what happens? You trading less, you giving yourself more time, you training more, and you fucking up less. Eventually, you're not fucking up at all. Next thing you know, you're winning consistently. Next thing you know, your Project 21 shit is finished, and you at 50 contracts or better. And you're like, oh shit. That's what's going to happen. And that's what's going to happen through osmosis, because of the seed that I'm planting through this shit that I'm doing. And I already know that that's going to happen. I'm not wondering, oh, I wonder if that's going to happen. I already know that that's going to happen. That's why it's so valuable to me, because I know that it will create a ripple in the future for everybody who's hard-headed as shit that comes through, which is the majority of everybody. Most people is hard-headed. They don't listen. You got to go through pain first to listen. Why? So now out the gate, you coming in and it's like, well, Project 20, it was like 20 something weeks. It's like 21 weeks from now, you'll come back and be like, damn, he took the first trade in September. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. There's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness for sure. I know what I'll be doing. Riley said people want to have the reward before playing the skill. Yep. You don't find the treasure without going on a journey. Ernest said, Rant Man want to stay in the shadows, but just keep forcing them out all the time. Don said, people say, I will believe it when I see it, but you actually have to believe it to see it. Facts. Adele said, that means we're going to have an amazingly peaceful training tonight. Oh, snap. Sheeta said, don't disrespect MRMH like that. It's learning how to read the market, not a strategy. Get him, Sheena. Riley said, I'm at 4-week max, at 1 a day max. Don't care how often MRMH happens. I trade to be free, not live on the charts. There we go. There we go. Freedom. These people doing 5+ trades a day, they aren't free. They slaves to the market. I agree. And some of them are doing that like unknowingly. Matthew said, you can't say I'm the bad cop no more. Walker says, imagine building the habit of averaging 1 trade a week. Yeah, buddy. Then doing it for 6 months. By then, your contract size could be over 200 if you maxed each trade. See, like, I don't even want to do that. And I know that he does that because he has a technical brain. Like, his brain does that. But I haven't even done that. Like, I didn't even go there. Matthew already done bust you in the head talking about 100 contracts. So, you know, I try to keep it modest so that people actually fathom it. You know, 50-ish. You can understand that. You start getting into like 100 contracts and all of that, you be like, yo. Jerome, I don't think people trading 5+ trades are slaves because it's possible to do all those trades in 30 minutes or an hour. I disagree. Even though it is possible to do that, why do you feel the need to do it? Is my question. If you're trading that much, like, so let's break this down. Let's say you traded 4 times a day. 4 times a day every week. There's 6 trading days in a week. That's 24 trades a day. I mean a week, excuse me. 24 trades a week. 24. Let me put it in perspective now. We're doing a project called Project 21. We're only taking 21 trades over the whole span of the project. What we're doing over the whole span of a project, you doing in a week. Let's say that you're profitable. Let's say you win all your trades. If you're not a slave to being on the chart, then that means your confidence should be at a high enough level for you to max out every one of them trades. Uh-oh. Why would you not max out all of your trades? Why wouldn't you start with $100, 1 contract? Listen to me. Start with $100, 1 contract, and trade 1 week. In 1 week, you can be at a contract level that exceeds everybody that's around you. 50+ contracts in a week. Doing what you do. If that's what you taking 4 trades a day or more, right? Why is your confidence not high enough for you to maximize every trade that you take? Next question is, why are you taking trades if you don't have full confidence in the trade? Meaning that you taking that trade knowing that you're going to win that trade. If you have any doubt about the trade, why would you take it? You see how I'm actually digging into the line of questioning from a perspective that makes sense. I'm not saying anything wrong or crazy or Mark sounds stupid. I actually am asking legitimate questions. Why would you not scale up on every trade? You're trading that frequently. You only started with $100 with one contract. One. Scale up every trade. Within a week, you could be at 50, 60 contracts. Why would you not do that? Well, because your risk increases. No, it don't. The only risk that you ever had was your $100 financially. Other than that, what's the risk? The only real risk is that you're not in possession or confident in your skill level. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that that's you. I'm just suggesting that this is what would be the case. If not, why would you not scale up? That makes the most sense to do on this platform. It doesn't make, why would you waste a week of trades, 24 or more trades? Why would you waste that week of trades on not elevating your contract size? Is my question. I could do that in a week. All right, so do it in a week and scale up every trade. All of them. Back to back. Whatever your account grows to, max out the number of contracts that you can trade. Max it out. Why would you not? That's me. That's me asking those questions. So those are the answers that you got to come up with. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. And otherwise, the point is valid as far as you being a slave to the chart. Because that means you got to do that week in and week out. Every week, you doing 20 plus trades every week, week after week, week after week. For what purpose? In a month, you do 24 trades. That's 100 trades a month. You taking 100 trades a month? Why? Why? Is this it? Oh, being inside. Yo, these bugs is outside. These bugs, it's like they attacking me. Come on, man. But yeah, I'm, like that's a legitimate question. Is it not, or is it me? Am I bugging out? Y'all let me know if I'm bugging out, or does that make sense? Why would you not? That's my question. Let me turn this time over. It's already 5 o'clock. All right, cool. Let me see something. Can log out of this. Bada bing, bada boo. Let me come back over here. Let me see if Jerome is responding to that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, this is a good response. Damn. Come on, Jerome. Come on, man. Nah. No, man. No. And I'm going to read what he said in a second. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm going to read everything that you're saying. So he said it's down to preference. And then he says, not really, because I prefer to trade in a different environment, which I prefer, and it fits my personality, and I'm comfortable with that. Okay. I see what you're saying, but that's not my personality. Okay. I can make the same with less contracts. Doesn't make sense. That statement doesn't make any sense. And I'll explain what I'm saying. In order to max it out, you would have to trade in the environment you trade, which is not my way of trading. That doesn't make any sense. So 2 of the statements that you've made so far doesn't make sense at all. Like, I just want you to think about what you just said. The first statement you said, I can make the same with less contracts. Let's think about that. You can make the same amount of money trading less contracts by taking more trades. Is that what you're saying? Like, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. in that statement, you're saying you can make the same money with less contracts by taking more trades. That's what you're saying. Yes or no? Let me see what you say to that. And that's for Jerome. Yes or no, Jerome, to that question? Come on, Jerome. He said, of course it does. If I trade with 50 contracts, you'd be making, say, around 1,000. But if I trade between 5 to 10 contracts, I can make similar. My question is, why would you trade for fewer contracts and take more trades, exposing yourself to more risk in the market? That doesn't make sense. Is this thing charging? And it doesn't even matter what type of trades, because Matthew's asking now, are you talking about out the money trade? It don't even matter what trades. It literally does not matter what trades. Because if trading 50 contracts in the money is roughly about $1,000, roughly, we'll say $750, just for purposes of what we're talking about. So 750 with 50 contracts, and you saying you can make 750 by trading 5 to 10 contracts, which means if you trade in 10 contracts, you're gonna make 750 by making $75 on each trade. Is that what you're saying? Because I want to get clear context to what you're actually saying as far as your numbers. 50 contracts, one trade is $750 at minimum. How are you making $750 on 5 to 10 contracts? He says, because I know my limitations and prefer trading when the market moves rather than sit and wait for days and weeks for a trade. That's not necessarily what we do, though. The bottom line is are you winning? One. And what you're earning? Two. Like what else is there other than that? Are you winning your trades? Yes or no? Are you earning on your trades? And how much you're earning? So I'm giving you actual numbers. Yeah, definitely. And Matthew he's confirming my train of thought, and I didn't even say it yet. Because you think that we're doing something, but I don't think that you really understand what it is that we do. So I'm really trying to get more context into what you're actually doing. Because you're saying, oh, I could trade 5 to 10 contracts and make the same. Well, on a 50 contract trade, trading the way that we trade is $750 trading in the money on one trade. What do you have to do to make $750? Let's say in a week. Let's compare it that way. Let's talk about 1 week. 1 week, how much do you have to trade to make $750? Answer that question. Because what I'm about to get at hopefully will give you some value for what you do already. Because I don't want you to make an assumption on what we do thinking, oh, I can't do what y'all do because y'all be waiting too long for trades. That it's not even about that. But I do need more context from you about what you're doing. Walker is crazy. He said grabs more popcorn. Mm-mm-mm. And these are legitimate questions that everybody's asking and statements that everybody's making. Ernest said waiting is the key to trading. Riley said, what's your win-loss ratio? How do you know why the trades that you fail at fail? Legitimate question. Sheena said, do you still lose trades? But there are many ways to trade. But for example, on Friday, I did 8 trades and I had 1 loss, but still made 678. Okay. So on an ordinary day, how many trades do you take, and how many trades out of the ones that you take do you lose? And that's what Matthew said. That's hard right there, because that's what we do. But I'm gonna come back to that. So you said you took 8 trades, had 1 loss, still made 678. All right, cool. So it sounds as if you're trading either at the money or out the money. But I don't know, because I need more context from you. Well, while I'm waiting for you to respond to that, I'm gonna read what everyone is saying. Ernest said a sniper doesn't shoot at everything that moves; he waits for his target. Period. Matthew, fact is, we can stand to wait for trades because we are not recovering from losses. Let the church say amen. All right, let me see. Jerome said it can vary, but generally on a bad day, I can lose the maximum 2, and on most days, I can win all. Okay, so let's say that you lose 2 trades. How many winning trades does it take to recover the 2 losses? If you lose 2, how many winners do you need to break even? Okay, so so we'll say you need 4 trades to recover 2 losing trades. So this is why you taking 5, 6 trades every day, 7, 8 trades. Now I understand. So let's just average out some numbers. Let's say for 2 losers, you need 4 winners. Cool. Now, again, why are you afraid to scale up your contract size for the same work that you do now? If you're trading on average 10 contracts, why wouldn't you trade 2 or 3 times that amount, or scale up to that size and do the exact same thing that you do now? What's stopping you from doing that? What's stopping you from 4 or 5xing the 10 contracts that you trade? Like, why wouldn't you take it up to 40 or 50 contracts and make 4 or 5 times more as what you make now, doing the same work? He said, I'm not afraid, but really I prefer it because that's the way my personality is, to keep busy. Okay. But you understand my question, right? Why would you not just scale up your contract size and maybe cut the amount of trades that you're taking in half? For example, I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying, let's say instead of doing 10 contracts, you did 20 and you trade half as much. Or you scale up to 20 contracts and you do the same thing you do now and make twice as much. I don't get it. If you can make 600 in a day, you can do 1,200 in a day. And instead of working 4 or 5 days or 6 days a week, you do 3. Doing the same thing you do now. I'm not even suggesting that you do anything different. I'm only asking, why would you not scale up? And you're saying that you're wired that way. So you're wired what way though? Because the numbers are the numbers. If you used to taking 8 trades in a day, anywhere from 4 to 8, why would you not scale up your contracts and benefit from all of that work that you're doing? That's a limited answer to the question. You're saying that you're wired that way, coming from scalping background and prefer it. Okay, so you just prefer to be at that dollar amount that you earn, is what you're saying. Yes? Like you good in the $600, $700 range in a day. Like that's what you're trying to do every day. Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right. So I understand. No further questions, Your Honor. And there's nothing wrong with that. I really wanted to get an idea of what it is that you actually do. Because for what you do, you really can't compare that to what we do at all. It's totally different altogether. Like the thinking and time, the way that that you're wired, the fact that you know that you're wired that way, and that's how you want to work. That's good. That's excellent. That's how you should do things. Because having self-awareness is important. You know what I'm saying? You want to know what you are doing and how you're comfortable. Absolutely. So I definitely agree with that. And in comparison, I see, the thing is, I don't want to do what you do because I don't want to trade that much. Like, I like having my time. You see what I'm saying? My preference is time. Time is more valuable to me than being on the charts. That's why what we're doing with Project 21, most people don't have time to do what you do. Just like, to kind of put it in perspective a little bit. Right, but that's you. That's not most people. Most people don't do that. Most people ain't trying to be on the charts all day. I've been trading 27 years. I'm not trying to be on the charts all day. Like, I don't want to be on the charts all day. You understand? I want to be able to wake up, get on the charts whenever, and wait for the market to give me my money. If it gives it up, cool. If it don't, that's cool too. I didn't lose nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's a different mindset and a different expectation altogether from the market. I'm not in the market trying to extract profit. I'm waiting for the market to position itself to produce income for me, which is going to do. So it's a different mindset altogether. Definitely. Right, but you on the charts for the time that you on the charts for. And it's intense because you're there taking those trades. You're not taking trades trying to lose, right? You're taking trades that require your thought process and all of your energy in order to take a trade that you believe is going to win. That requires a lot. That's a lot of energy that you're putting into it. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. Don't mistake that for what I'm actually saying. I just wanted to get an idea as to what it is that you're doing. Because you hang around us. Like, you be in this environment and you know that we don't talk about any of that type of behavior in the market at all. Like you already just mentioned that you can't trade how we do. And I understand. But nobody's trying to force you to do what we do. I really just wanted to get an idea as to what you actually do. So that just gives me more context. But if that's how you move, that's it. You know, it's all good. It is all good. It's good. It's very good to have self-awareness, to know how you are, and keep it moving. You know that you wired like that? Do your thing. Oh, so I'm all right. I'm entertainment value, huh? I'm here to amuse you. What am I, clown? I'm here to amuse you. Jerome said he dig the chat, and I'm funny. Oh shit. No doubt. Definitely. And you always welcome here, man. Always. Always welcome. That's the first time that you actually went into what you do. So, you know, I appreciate you sharing. Definitely. And it's all good and it's all love. Look at Walker. He said, "Get out of here, Jerome." Oh, snap. Y'all are crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, it's hard to stay away from the vibe here, though. It is. It's definitely hard. She said, "We don't shun the non-believers." Jerome, you don't gotta respond. Don't pay them no mind, man. Don't respond back to nobody. You good? You good with me? You all right, man? Don't worry about it. Don't listen to them, man. Don't let them bully you. Yo, I've been looking like it's gonna rain all day. It ain't rained yet. Damn, I didn't realize the time. Oh, I'm about to go get some dinner. Y'all playing games. Oh shit, Jerome got jokes. He said they only bully because they still waiting for that trade. All right, Jerome. I told you to chill. I ain't responsible now for nothing. I ain't responsible for nothing else that's said. Right, he's shooting back. He's like, "Yeah, all right." Yo, he had that one in the chamber since he got on here. He's like, "I can't wait to let this one off. Watch. I'm going to just wait for the right moment." He's like, "I'm going to wait for the perfect moment to shoot my shot." Shit. I told you, I ain't responsible. Uh-oh. I ain't responsible. Look at what Riley said. Y'all crazy. Yeah, it's all good, man. Jerome been around us for a minute, though. He know how we do. You know how we do. Here come the bad cop. Oh, Jerome got a couple in the chamber. Oh shit. I'm about to move like Walker. I'm about to go get me some popcorn and just watch. Oh shit. He said Riley watching Netflix, hence why he keep missing trades. Oh shit. Oh man. Ooh, and then he leaves. That's how you do it, Jerome. There you go. All right, man. Oh man, that was good. Walker said, nah, I'm leaving first. He already left. He was out. He's like, I'm shooting my last shot and I'm gone. He left and came back. Look, I just saw a number come back up. He came back on. Yeah, y'all stupid, man. Y'all are stupid. All right, let me get up out of here, man. It's dinner time. I'm over here messing with y'all. How long we been on here for? Almost 2 hours. I know, right? Gary said we just got mic dropped by Jerome. Told y'all, Jerome in the house watching math. Told y'all. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all on training. Everybody else, mañana. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.